He was confident of victory. Just reward, he thought, for his leadership of the country during the war. But what happened next, many still can't understand. In one of the greatest election defeats of all time, Churchill was humiliated at the polls. His Conservative Party all but annihilated. Why had the British people turned so viciously on their great war leader?
Churchill was a sublime, supreme war leader, but in other respects, he was wrong about an enormous number of things.
There's no great man with capital letters without a dark side, and Churchill certainly had his.
My dad was a Queen and country man, you know, the Queen, God bless her, and all of that. Stood up for God Save the Queen and all the rest of it. Hated Churchill. Hated Churchill with a passion.
Today, Churchill is often revered as our greatest Briton. But to many in the electorate of 1945, he was a figure of hate and controversy. This film reveals how he divided opinion back then, and can still do so to this day.
What he did for Britain and the cause of civilization, this was a staggering, awesome historic achievement.
If there'd not been the Second World War, he would have been a second-rate politician.
And it reveals a Churchill that is not so familiar to our modern eyes.
One may dislike Hitler's system and yet admire his patriotic achievement.
We never forgot the role that this man played. Never mind the way that history's been recrafted to try and make this man into a popular hero of the people. He never was.
In 1945, Britain tried to pick up the pieces after the most devastating war in its history.
The ordinary people of Britain had been through 6 very hard years, either fighting, helping the war effort, helping in war production, being bombed, having restrictions, and they wanted a change. They wanted an end to war and a different peace.
With the huge celebrations to mark the defeat of Nazi Germany, grateful crowds cheered their hero, Churchill, on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. But along with the relief that war was finally over, there was a new political radicalism in the air.
People had been through so much. I mean, blood, sweat and tears, right enough, and utter destruction. And now